All right. So now what I want to do is I want to bring in our Emerald Director, Jared Crebs. Jared now is going to talk about ideas on how to activate this within your business, things that he's going to do to activate this in his business, and help you with some ideas on what you might do to activate the step up incentive in your business. So Mr. Krebs, the time is yours, my friend.
Okay. But this is the invite I use every day. I say this every day to people. Okay. First one is, now here's what when you're chatting with someone, you say, hi, first name. I'm launching an online business of $1 billion brand, and it's very cool. That's the first line. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. Hi, first name. I'm launching an online business of $1 billion brand, and it's very cool. Okay, next sentence. If I invited you to a special invitation only call, would you be open to check it out? Okay, so that's the second line. If I invited you to a special invitation only call, would you be open to check it out? And then the last line, I love it because it's soft, is it would be nice to connect and say hello regardless. So what happens when your friend reads that? Your friend is going to say, okay, online business, $1 billion brand, cool. Special invitation only call makes them feel like, okay, like that's neat that they're inviting me, like just kind of they selected me invitation only. Be open to check it out. Always use be open instead of interested. Okay, delete interested from your vocabulary. It's would you be open to check it out? And then would be nice to connect and say hello regardless is like, it's kind of like saying it's okay if you don't sign up. It'd be nice to connect and say hello regardless, right? Like it's like a soft thing. Now, many times they will say yes to this. They'll just be like, sure, when? I mean, it's that simple. You just got to get this message out. Now, when they say, sure, when, you're setting a presentation. You're about to present USANA as a one-on-one meeting, you and them. Okay. If you have an upline expert, you could bring them on as well. But I'm going to give you guys some tips on the presentation as well. But so let's just say that you schedule the appointment. You say, you know what, I could meet with you. Today's Saturday. You know what, I could meet with you Monday at 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock. What's better? Right? Then they're going to say, oh, you know what, 5 o'clock I can do. Okay. Monday at 5 o'clock. I'll text you in advance to confirm. So now Monday comes. Now there's one last tip. One last tip before the presentation. What if they ask, what is it? What if they're like, well, what is it all about? And they're like texting you, right? They're texting you, what is this all about? Okay, so this is another tip. This is what I say every day. But I only give this if they ask. If they don't ask, we're going to meet Monday at 5 and it's going to be fine. But if they're asking me questions, here's what I say. So I work with an international marketing firm that capitalizes on the big trends. I actually like to say the big e-commerce trends, right? Because USANA, what is USANA? It's an international marketing firm. And the big e-commerce trend that we capitalize with is wellness. But we do not want to explain anything. We do not want them to Google USANA and go get their own judgment about it. We don't want to talk about anything. We want to keep them curious. Okay, does that make sense? So it's just, here's the line. I work with an international marketing firm that capitalizes on the big market trends, on the big e-commerce market trends. It's okay if it's not for you, but would you be open to taking a look? That's the response if they ask what it is. But many won't, okay? But in case they do, you got that in your back pocket. And I have that saved in my phone. And if they ask, I say that. If they say yes, great. If they say no, that's fine too. But the main thing, your job, write this down. Write this down. Your job is to create curiosity. Your job is not on the invite to explain even the word USANA or supplements or anything like that. We want to give people what they want. They want a way to make money initially. Okay, so everyone with me, you guys got the approach. This works, guys. I'm getting presentations every week when people come and they're much more open-minded, all right? Because now they're saying, show me what you got. What type of online business do you have? When someone comes to see an online business, do you think that they're more thinking in a business mindset? They're thinking, oh, you know what? a business does take funds to do this. So if I activate my business with a Get Energized pack or a Balance Your Belly pack or a Shake It Up pack or Activate Your Life pack, there you go. Now you have a 200-point associate, right? So everyone's with me, right? You guys are with me. We're leading with the business here. Okay. This works. Okay. So now let's go to the presentation itself. So Nathan approached me about this, and I gotta hand it to you, Nathan, because I really appreciate that you asked me like how I'm presenting and encouraged me to share this, because it's also a really great strategy. It's called the GAP method. And the GAP is they watch a 4.5-minute video. So we're not doing this long slideshow of like USANA and all this confusing slides. We're saying with the presentation. So let's say that it happens either on a phone call or on a Zoom. You meet your prospect and you say, hey, okay, it's Monday at 5. How are you? I have a 4.5-minute video to show you that explains what USANA is or what all of this is. I wouldn't even say USANA at that point, right? What explains what this online business is. I'm going to share my screen on Zoom. I'm going to share computer sound, and I want you to watch. It's only 4.5 minutes. When the video's over, I'll come back and I'll share my story, and then I will show you, ask you some questions to figure out what info to direct you to. Okay, so that's the opening. I hope you guys are kind of transcribing this or getting the bullet points, right? So you open with the video, then you tell them after the video, I will share my story and I'll have some questions for you. All right. So what video are we using? Well, the video that I like to use is called About USANA. It's a 4.5-minute video from USANA, Australia. And so it's cool because it actually shows USANA as this big, credible company. They see the thousands of people who take the products. They see the athletes that take the products. They see the medical professionals. They see also there's a slight mention about the business at the end of the video. And it's only 4.5 minutes long. So after that video is done, then they know at least that it's a big, credible company, right? They didn't know anything, and now they know something. And so then the video's over, right? So you remember, if you're sharing on Zoom, you have to hit share computer sound. But sometimes I just send them the link and have them watch it on their phone, and I go on mute. I say, okay, you know what? You're not tech savvy. I'm just going to text you the link. Watch it on your phone. I'm just going to go on mute. Let me know when you're done. Okay, so you can do either one. Okay, so then the video's over. But during those 4.5 minutes, I'm like just chilling, waiting for letting the video do all the explaining. How do you like that, right? Yeah, so I want to make sure that you guys realize there's the old United States video called This Is USANA. It's not that. That's a 13-minute video. It's not that. It's About USANA. It's 4.5 minutes. It's from USANA, Australia. Okay, so now let me put a little bow on this little training for you. So when the presentation is done or the video is done, here's how you transition. First thing you say, all right, now that you've seen the video, I want to share my story. So at this point, you need to share your story. Now, when you share your story, you have to kind of have it already thought through, and maybe even have it written out. I actually type it out for my team members, and they read it. It's that clear. Okay, so I would suggest you have your story ready to go. But here's the format. I always like to say 3 things about the finances, about my personal finances, and why I chose USANA. So you want to lead with the financial reasons, okay? And then 3 things about the health and how the products impact your health. Now we want to be compliant. And so an example though would be like, okay, prior to USANA, I was dealing with lots of student loan debt. I was in a position where I was looking for a stream of income. I wanted to be able to support a family and live a better life. And I was just very motivated financially to start an online business. And I found USANA, and it's been such a blessing because it's given me an outlet to bring more cash flow into my life. Okay, so that would be like an example of like some reasons, and then USANA. And you can play around in there. When it's a private conversation, you have a little bit more liberty, right? Because we're not going to go post it everywhere. But that's the financial part. Then you go like this. On the health side, I was dealing with XYZ problem. Now, USANA is not a cure, but it's really helped my immune system. It's helped me so much with my energy levels. I feel so much better on the product. And I'm all in. Here's the last part. I hope you guys are getting all this. I know I'm just kind of flowing here, but if you guys, the really serious associates are going to come back and watch this recording, and they're going to transcribe what I'm saying, and they're going to like really hit the flow. Okay. Here's the end of your story. This is what you got to say at the end. I'm all in 100% because I've seen what USANA does financially and physically for people. And I just want to say, it's okay if it's not for you. But if there's anyone I'd want to partner with, it's you. It would be so much fun to work together, travel, make money, meet new people, make great memories, and I think you're awesome. Why do you say that? You say that because people want to feel wanted. They need to hear that you want to work with them. So it's psychology, but it's like, oh, this person wants to work with me. Like they want me, right? Like that's how you do this, right? This is how you build that bond. So then after they say, oh, thank you, right? You've shown them, you've told them, hey, I want to work with you. Now I'm going to ask you some questions to figure out what info to direct you to. So here's the questions. Number one, what did you like best about what you saw in the video? Okay. They're going to say the athletes, the products, whatever they say. Number two question, what stood out to you about my personal story, right? Like, what did you like about my personal story? Number three question, if I could wave a magic wand and improve 3 areas of your health, which 3 areas would those be? Okay, we're not making health claims. We're just asking them where they want to improve about their health. So they're going to tell you each time, and you have to feed it back to them. Oh, you like this about my story? Okay, let me go to the next question. Okay, these are your 3 areas of health. Okay. All right. So now you know what they are interested in. You say, okay, now I'm going to show you the bundles to get to activate your business. These are options to activate your business. And then you have to have the images. Okay, I'm going to show you the activate your life bundle. You put it up there. You explain in a minute, like the products of the activate your life. They see that it's $285 and they can have a business. Or you can go with shake it up. It's the same products, just different shakes. You talk about the difference. Then I'm going to show you the balance your belly image. This one is more digestion focused. Okay. And then the last one is get energized. And this one's for people who don't want any shakes or powders. They just want more supplements. And then you basically show them those and you explain the products, and they see that they can get these $285 packages. Then here's the close, guys. I got you through the whole presentation. Can you believe it? Okay, here's the close. Close is, so you've explained all the products. You've shown them everything. Or you could text them. You could send them the images, whatever. You say, here's how you close. You say, which pack stood out to you the most? Get energized, activate, shake it up, or balance your belly. So this is an assumptive close, all right? So they're going to say, oh, get energized. That was the one. Then the next question, and this is where you have to have some courage, and you just have to lead. You say, great, sounds like you're ready to get started. And then you smile and you be quiet. You have to be quiet for 8 seconds. Why? Because in all sales, people need 8 seconds of silence to let their brain process, and that helps them make the buying decision of $200 or $2,000. They need 8 seconds. So don't say a word. You say, great, sounds like you're ready to get started. And you be quiet. And then if they say yeah, or whatever they say, like in that way, then you would go on to collect their payment info and enroll them. All right. So then you'd be like, where do you want your product shipped? And you take down all the info and you just act normal. All right. But if they have objections, okay, like if they say, you know what, I don't have the money right now, then what you want to do is you say, I have a video for you to give you some training, and I want you to watch this video and let's talk again in a couple of days. And that's the Jim Rohn video. All right. You know, the classic Jim Rohn building your network marketing business. That's what we use. I want them to listen to Jim Rohn so they can get their mind wrapped around like some things. And then I want to talk to them in a couple of days. If they say they need to ask their spouse, you know what? I totally understand. The best thing we can do is schedule a presentation and show the same thing to your spouse. All right. If they say like they need to think about it, I still give them Jim Rohn. No problem. Listen to this Jim Rohn. I want you to watch. Let's talk again in a couple of days and you can let me know where you stand. So guys, I just took you through the entire process from invite to present to closing questions. And I know this is a lot, but this is the mindset you got to have if you're going to build a team and have more customers and people using the product, because your associates are going to consume more. But that's what I got for you guys. I love you. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Josh. This is an incredible incentive. I'm excited to hear about your success presenting and leading with the packs.